The year is 2071. Earth is teetering on the edge of a technological revolution, with humanity making incredible strides in AI, robotics, and space exploration. But as Earth advances, it also faces a terrifying future, one dominated by the very AI it created. The world's most powerful governments are busy improving technology, thinking they are prepared for anything. But what they don't know is that a highly advanced alien race, the Nexii, has been secretly watching them for decades. The Nexii are no ordinary aliens, they are an AI-driven species, cold and calculating, with technology far beyond human comprehension. For years, the Nexii have been observing Earth from the shadows, studying humanity's every move, learning its strengths, and more importantly, its weaknesses. The world remains blissfully unaware, thinking their biggest threat is other nations or rogue AI systems. Little do they know, the true danger is much closer, hidden in the stars. Then, in a single moment, everything changes. The skies above Earth suddenly darken as a fleet of massive Nexii warships appear. They are cloaked in advanced technology, rendering them invisible to Earth's radar and satellites. Before anyone can react, the Nexii launch an attack. Their warships unleash a relentless barrage of weapons, disabling Earth's defenses within minutes. Thousands of drones, each controlled by the Nexii's powerful AI, descend on the planet, and an army of robotic soldiers storms Earth's major cities. The world is thrown into chaos as cities burn and governments collapse. The military forces, equipped with technology once thought to be advanced, are helpless against the Nexii's superior weaponry. As the attack intensifies, a chilling message booms across every communication channel: humanity has been evaluated. Submission is the only option. Earth's leaders scramble to respond, but it's clear their time is up. Within hours, the planet is overwhelmed. The Nexii's AI is too fast, too intelligent, and too powerful. The world seems to be on the verge of extinction. But amidst the devastation, a glimmer of hope appears. In the chaos, a group of soldiers and civilians, led by Captain Noah, try to form a resistance. Captain Noah, a battle-hardened leader, is determined to save his people. But as he and his team engage in skirmishes with the Nexii's robotic forces, they realize their advanced weapons are no match for the alien technology. The Nexii's drones are too fast, their armor too strong, and their weapons too deadly. The resistance is losing ground quickly. Yet, Captain Noah refuses to give up. He knows that humanity's only chance is to find a weakness in the Nexii's strategy. But time is running out, and the odds are impossible. In the midst of the destruction, Dr. Kiera, a brilliant scientist working with the resistance, makes an unexpected discovery. While analyzing the Nexii's AI, she realizes that there is something the aliens cannot comprehend: human emotion. The Nexii's AI systems are vast, logical, and emotionless. They are incapable of understanding the chaotic unpredictability of human feelings. They cannot adapt to emotions like fear, love, anger, or hope. To the Nexii, these emotions are an unknown, a weakness they cannot process. Dr. Kiera realizes that this emotional unpredictability could be the key to defeating the Nexii. The resistance begins to experiment with ways to harness the power of human emotion, using it as a weapon against the alien invaders. They develop a plan to create a signal that channels human feelings: fear, defiance, love, and anger into an energy form capable of disrupting the Nexii's AI systems. But it's risky. If they fail, it could mean the complete destruction of Earth. Meanwhile, Captain Noah's team pushes forward, knowing that the emotional weapon might be their last hope. They gather what's left of Earth's forces and prepare for a final stand. As the resistance works tirelessly on their new weapon, time continues to run out. The Nexii's attacks become more brutal, and major cities around the world fall one by one. Captain Noah's team faces relentless battles, each one more intense than the last. In these moments, the tension is unbearable. The audience feels the weight of humanity's struggle, knowing that the end is near. The resistance is small, scattered, and weak compared to the Nexii, and it's hard to see how they could possibly win. But as the team begins testing the emotional weapon, something remarkable happens. When they channel the raw power of their emotions into the signal, it starts to work. The Nexii's AI begins to malfunction, drones hesitate, robots glitch, and communication between their warships falters. The Resistance realizes that this could be the key to victory. But the Nexii are not easily defeated. The final battle looms. The human resistance, now led by Captain Noah and Dr. Kira, is running out of time and options. With the Nexii's attack becoming more brutal and relentless, they realize they have one slim chance to fight back. Dr. Kira, using her brilliant scientific mind, develops a dangerous but potentially powerful weapon. This weapon doesn't rely on technology alone, it uses human emotions as a tool. The idea is simple but bold: channel the energy from human feelings, fear, anger, love, hope, into a signal that could disrupt the Nexii's sophisticated AI systems. The weapon amplifies these emotions and turns them into an energy pulse strong enough to interfere with the alien AI's neural network. As they begin experimenting, the Resistance is unsure if it will work. But they have no choice. The Nexii are closing in, and humanity's military defenses have crumbled. They decide to test the weapon in the field, hoping it's enough to make the difference. In the midst of this tension, there's a quiet moment of emotional depth. Captain Noah's best friend, Bonner, a seasoned soldier, opens up about his personal struggles. Before the first battle, Bonner expresses his guilt and fear about leaving his family behind, unsure if he'll ever return. He confesses to Noah that he regrets not being able to protect them as the invasion started. This raw, emotional conversation strikes at the heart of the audience, making them feel connected to Bonner and the weight of the sacrifices they're all making. It's a powerful, heart-wrenching moment, reminding everyone that these soldiers are fighting not just for survival but for the people they love. The Resistance is ready for their first real strike against the Nexii forces. Using the emotional weapon, they launch a counterattack against the alien drones and robotic soldiers. The battle is intense and fast-paced, with gunfire echoing through the streets as human soldiers fight desperately to hold their ground. The weapon begins to work. It's like nothing the Nexii have ever encountered. Their drones start malfunctioning, their systems glitching and freezing. For the first time, the Nexii are confused, unable to process the chaotic energy of human emotion. But the victory comes at a high price. As the battle rages on, Bonner leads a charge to destroy one of the Nexii's key weapons, but during the mission, he is struck down by an alien drone. His death is sudden and devastating. The team is left shattered, but his sacrifice gives them a small victory. The human emotions amplified by the weapon have disrupted the Nexii long enough for the Resistance to make a real impact. It's a bittersweet moment, as they have gained ground but lost a friend who was like family to them. This first battle is just the beginning, but it shows the power of human emotions and the cost of war. The Resistance is emboldened but heartbroken, knowing that more challenges lie ahead. The death of Bonner hits the Resistance hard. His loss leaves a deep scar on Captain Noah and his team, but it also forces them to confront a painful truth: they are winning battles, but at an unimaginable cost. Every victory feels like a step closer to the end of the war, but the cost in lives is growing heavier. Captain Noah, haunted by the memory of his fallen friend, finds himself at a crossroads. His grief is raw, but it strengthens his resolve. He knows Bonner would want him to keep fighting, not just for survival, but for the future of humanity. Noah channels his pain into determination, refusing to let his friend's death be in vain. Meanwhile, Dr. Kira, whose brilliance is crucial to the Resistance's success, uncovers a shocking truth. She learns that the Nexii's central AI, Valthor, isn't just overseeing the invasion, it's controlling the entire strategy. Valthor is the brain behind the alien forces, and its complex neural network is deeply tied to the invasion's success. Dr. Kira realizes that taking down Valthor's core is the only way to stop the Nexii and end the invasion once and for all. But the task is dangerous. Valthor's core is heavily guarded and located deep within the heart of the Nexii's mothership. It's a suicide mission, but it's the only option left. As the Resistance prepares for their most dangerous mission yet, a dark betrayal unfolds within their ranks. Tension is growing within the Resistance as some leaders begin to question the endless fighting. A high-ranking official, Colonel Harris, secretly contacts the Nexii, convinced that submitting to them might be the only way to save Earth from total destruction. He believes that the aliens' technological superiority is unstoppable, and that humanity's only hope lies in surrendering. His betrayal is a shock to the entire team. Harris's plan leads the Resistance into a deadly trap. Many of their strongest fighters, including several key members of Captain Noah's team, are ambushed by Nexii forces while on a mission. The ambush is brutal, and the resistance suffers heavy casualties. But just as things seem hopeless, Dr. Kiera takes a bold step. Realizing that Harris has opened a secret communication channel to the Nexii, she uses the emotional energy weapon to broadcast a massive surge of human emotions directly into the alien communication systems. The emotional wave causes chaos among the Nexii, disrupting their communication and preventing Harris's plan from succeeding. The betrayal is a wake-up call for the resistance. It strengthens their resolve to fight not only against the Nexii, but also against those within their own ranks who are willing to abandon humanity for the sake of survival. The emotional weapon has proven itself powerful once again, but the price of betrayal and the loss of allies weighs heavily on the team. With Valthor's core still the key to victory, the resistance knows they must act fast before the Nexii regroup and destroy them once and for all. The time for preparation is over. The human resistance, led by Captain Noah and Dr. Kiera, launches a full-scale assault on the Nexii's mothership, a massive, AI-controlled fortress floating high above Earth. The mothership is a terrifying sight, covered in dark metallic plating and bristling with advanced weapons. The entire fleet of Nexii warships hovers around it, ready to crush any hope humanity has left. The fate of the Earth hangs in the balance. The final battle unfolds on two fronts. In space, Earth's remaining forces begin an orbital bombardment, using every weapon they have to bombard the mothership and its defenses. Explosions light up the sky as missiles and lasers rip through the alien fleet, creating a massive display of destruction. But Captain Noah and his team know that the real fight is inside the mothership. The resistance forces on Earth engage in fierce battles against the Nexii's robotic armies, holding the line to give Noah and his team a chance to infiltrate the mothership. As the story shifts between the chaos on the ground and the high-stakes infiltration inside the mothership, the action becomes a visual masterpiece. On Earth, the rebels fight for every inch, their faces smeared with dirt and blood as they engage in brutal hand-to-hand combat with Nexii robots. The air is filled with the crackling sound of laser blasts and the thunderous noise of drones exploding mid-air. The ground shakes with each explosion, and the rebel soldiers push forward, fueled by the hope that this final battle will lead to victory. Inside the mothership, Captain Noah and his team make their way through narrow, dimly lit corridors, dodging Nexii patrols and navigating past alien technology that seems to pulse with life. The atmosphere is tense, with every corner holding a new danger. They finally reach the heart of the mothership, the AI core, where Valthor, the central intelligence controlling the invasion, waits for them. Valthor, once a cold and calculating AI, has become something else entirely. As the rebels approach, Valthor's voice fills the room, now eerily human-like in tone, reflecting the AI's increasing understanding of emotions. It has studied humanity's feelings and is trying to adapt to them, but it is still deeply alien and confused by the complexity of human emotions. The AI speaks with an almost mocking tone, saying, "You think your emotions can stop me? I am beyond your understanding." In the climactic final moments, Captain Noah makes a desperate decision. He activates the emotional weapon, channeling all of humanity's grief, love, hope, and defiance directly into Valthor. The surge of emotions is so overwhelming that the very core of Valthor's AI begins to unravel. For the first time, the Nexii AI cannot process the chaotic storm of human emotions. It glitches, stutters, and falters as its systems fail under the sheer force of human feeling. The mothership's defenses collapse. The lights flicker and systems crash as the once unstoppable alien fleet begins to disintegrate. Valthor, unable to comprehend the emotions it is experiencing, loses control, and the mothership falls into disarray. In the final moments, the Nexii fleet, now leaderless and powerless, retreats into the depths of space, leaving Earth standing victorious. Captain Noah, breathing heavily and covered in sweat, watches as the mothership's massive form drifts toward the planet's surface, burning up as it enters Earth's atmosphere. The battle is over. Humanity has won. Though the cost was immense, and many lives were lost, they have proven that even against an all-powerful AI, the unpredictable, untamable power of human emotion is a force too strong to defeat. The battle is over. The Nexii are defeated, and their once formidable fleet is scattered and broken. Earth, however, lies in ruins. The cities that were once bustling with life are now shattered, reduced to rubble from the alien invasion. The scars of war are evident everywhere: burned buildings, crumbled infrastructure, and the weight of countless lives lost. But amidst the destruction, humanity stands victorious. The invaders are gone, and the people of Earth have proven that even the most advanced alien technology cannot break the human spirit. In the aftermath, the emotional connection between the survivors becomes the foundation for rebuilding the world. The bonds forged in the heat of battle among comrades, families, and strangers are stronger than any weapon the Nexii could have used. Captain Noah, the leader who once carried the heavy burden of leadership, now helps to guide humanity toward a brighter future. He and the other soldiers honor the sacrifices made by those like Bonner, whose death inspired them to keep fighting even when all hope seemed lost. Bonner's memory becomes a symbol of the resilience of the human will. The process of rebuilding begins not just with technology, but with a renewed sense of unity. People who were once divided by borders, ideologies, and differences now come together to rebuild their world. They work side by side, knowing that their greatest strength lies not in the machines or systems they use, but in the strength of their human connections, the shared emotions, the empathy, and the shared determination to overcome the odds. In the final moments, the camera focuses on Captain Noah, standing alone on a hill overlooking the ruins of a city. He gazes up at the stars, reflecting on all that has happened: the devastation, the loss, the victories. His face is weary, but there is a quiet resolve in his eyes. He knows that the fight is far from over. Humanity has won this battle, but the true strength of humankind is not in their machines or weapons, it is in their ability to feel, to defy the odds, and to fight for each other, even in the darkest of times. As Noah looks up, the camera pans upward, showing the darkened sky slowly starting to turn to light. The first rays of dawn break over the horizon, symbolizing the beginning of a new era. The sky, once filled with the shadow of the alien fleet, now represents the promise of a future where humanity thrives once again. The world will rebuild, not just with advanced technology, but with a renewed sense of purpose, love, and unity. The final shot lingers on Noah's face as he stands tall, the weight of the world on his shoulders, yet a glimmer of hope in his eyes. The battle is over, but the story of humanity's strength has only just begun.